Hello everybody and welcome to this week's weekly podcast. We haven't really thought of a name yet, but I am SarcasticContent and today I'm joined by JamwaPlays. Would you like to say hello?
Hello everybody, my name is JamwaPlays and yes, this is a weekly podcast. This is going to be this is obviously our first one. So, we haven't thought of a name for this yet, but basically this is just going to be where we talk about gaming stuff, mostly Pokemon as a side thing, and
Mate, I think
Pokemon is like a separate topic.
We've got 4 things to talk about. I'll just go through them now. So we've got Pokemon, we've got like stuff that's happened, like gaming news, like big news, kind of the free games on PSN and maybe on Xbox Gold, most notably Rocket League. And then we'll finish off by talking about what we've been playing recently. So, yeah, I think Pokemon is quite, Pokemon, there's not really much happening at the moment in Pokemon.
It's only really like the occasional thing comes up about Pokken Tournament. It's been coming up a bit more recently because it's getting quite close to the arcade release in Japan. And also, there's just been the occasional thing about Super Mystery Dungeon.
Yeah, there hasn't been any news in a while about that.
So. Yeah, I think, to be honest, although I'm kind of, I think it is a shame that we didn't get a Super Mystery, like a main series game. Instead, we got the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. We got a spin-off series for this year. It is a shame, but at the same time, I'm thinking, well, it just means that next year's game, next year they pretty much have to announce like a main series game.
It's got to be good. It's got to be good.
It is going to be good.
They're spending 2 years on it. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
But because of that, there's been not really much news apart from Pokken Tournament. But it doesn't mean there isn't news about Pokken Tournament. It's recently come out in Japan, in arcades. Is it out yet? I think it's very nearly out.
Yeah, it's not out yet. It's not out yet, but it is getting very close to the release.
But they have confirmed. I think it's like a cafe in America, isn't it?
Something like that. They've been testing the game. They've been testing the game in the United States, and that is not hard evidence, but it is, it leads you to believe that they are going to be planning a later release overseas, which is really, really, really good.
I'd be surprised if they didn't bring this to the console.
Yeah.
I know they're obviously starting it on arcades and everything, but this could make a very good and extremely popular fighting game.
This could make. I think this would.
People love Pokemon. People love fighting games. Or like if you get people who like both, you get those like tournaments like for Smash Bros. Even.
Yeah, I mean, look at Evo. Evo was last week.
Evo was last week. That was
huge.
If they have a game like this there, I think it would just be great.
Yeah, I think it looks like from the gameplay footage that we've seen, it looks like you can get some amazing combos, things like that.
Yeah.
And I think, to be honest, this could come out on the NX. I wouldn't be surprised if this came out on the NX. Maybe. Yeah,
I think that's another thing.
It could be on the Wii U, but I'm thinking.
What is the NX though? Because there was that thing a while ago. I think they said it. Well, like they hinted maybe towards it being focused more on mobile. Like, and that was just after they announced how they're going to be doing stuff on mobile soon.
Yeah.
It's not till next year. They're not going to talk about it till next year.
And also they said
it's something they could do. They could do it, but I think looking at it, it could easily come out on the Wii U.
Yeah, and also they said that it's not going to be as powerful as the PS4, which is a very interesting thing. They're not. Nintendo's never been a company that's focused on power and graphics. And what they focus on is that people are enjoying themselves. It was one of the late Mr. Iwata's quotes. He said like games aren't about looking good. They're about how much fun you have.
Yeah.
And I think that's real. And that's a real sort of to put into a nutshell what Mr. Iwata was like,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's definitely a really sort of prominent thing I think that Nintendo definitely focus on.
the thing is, like, when they made the Wii U, I think, no, the Wii. When they made the Wii, the people who designed it, they said just make it look good. Don't worry about price, power. Just make it look good and make it affordable. And it sold, you know. Wii U, the Wii, sorry, the Wii sold like crazy. Everyone has a Wii.
Everyone
has a Wii.
That's true.
And like nowadays, if you want a Wii, it only costs like what, 15, 20 pounds.
Exactly.
Which is like what, $25, $30.
Yeah, I mean, the Wii was one of Nintendo's possibly biggest ever successes.
DS.
Or the DS.
The Wii is the biggest home console success that
and
Nintendo
DS was
like
DS
ever
was
had.
the biggest handheld. It's like that. It's like that simple. It's like that. Those few years where they brought out those two consoles was just Nintendo's golden years.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. But anyway, we've sort of strayed off the topic here. Pokken tournament being tested, looks really cool and stuff.
It does.
In event news, if you're in North America or Europe, you'll be able to get a Diancie starting on the July 24th, which is tomorrow from when we're recording this. And it'll only last till the 27th, which is quite interesting. But
yeah, you
can get Diancie, which is one before Hooper in terms of event legendaries.
Yeah, this is the same Diancie as the one that they brought out recently in North America and Europe. It's basically, I'm pretty sure it's just a chance for you to get it again. It will have the moves Diamond Storm, Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam, and Protect. And you'll be able to get it on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Please just note that it's not available to X and Y, so if you don't have ORS, then you will not be able to get this game. So this Pokemon.
One thing that's quite interesting is you can get it through, you can get it through the Nintendo Network on the internet.
Yeah.
So you don't even need a code, you don't need to go to a shop, you just go on the internet on your DS, go on, Mystery Gift, connect via internet, and then you'll just get it, which is great.
And because the thing was, with the last Diancie, I don't know about outside of the UK, but in the UK we had to go to Game to get you had to go to Game and get a code so that you could activate. Then you had to take it home and activate it so that you could get the Pokemon. So anyway, we're gonna be talking about our Pokemon of the week now. Basically, this is gonna be a Pokemon that I've been using. We're gonna each choose one. So I'm gonna have my Pokemon of the week, and Will's gonna have his Pokemon of the week, and this is gonna be where we choose basically a Pokemon that we've been using recently, and what we think, how they've been sort of doing, how we've been doing with them, what we've been using with them, and So, do you want to do yours, or shall I do mine first?
I think I'll go with mine first.
Yep. Okay.
Well, this one, I only used it for the first time yesterday, when we recorded a video. We did the showdown, the tier challenge.
Tier challenge, yeah.
And this one completely unexpected.
Yeah.
No one expected this, and it really did pull it out of the bag. It really shone.
I think I know what you're talking about as well.
Yeah, and this Pokemon is Golem.
Yeah.
Now, Golem is in, if you play by Smogon rules, Golem is in PU, which is like the lowest tier.
It is the lowest tier.
So the lowest tier it could be in. And it just, we took it to Ubers. It did amazingly.
Yeah.
To
be fair, it wasn't really against Uber's teams, but the point is that it was out of its tier-wise, it was still out of its depth. It was coming up against OU and UU Pokemon. Yep. And you were still managing to do really well with it.
It even held up against stuff like Darkrai. Although the teams weren't all Ubers, it did hold itself against Ubers.
You managed to one-hit KO a Darkrai.
Yeah, multiple times.
Yeah, it was. Obviously, this was after a rock polish and stuff.
And basically the way the set works is you give it sturdy, and a weakness policy, and also rock polish. So what happens is you get the rock polish, W speed, and then hope that they hit you with a super effective attack, which is quite likely because Golem has loads of weaknesses.
Yeah, that is true.
So you get down to your sturdy, double your attack, as well as having double speed, and it actually destroys.
It does.
Really good.
Because the thing is, I don't think people realise that Golem has really good attack and defense stats.
Yeah.
They are really good.
Its defense is ridiculous.
It's like 120 and 130 or something like that. It's mad. For both attack and also defense. So
another thing,
it does make it really good.
Probably the nail in the coffin for this one is having the Sucker Punch priority on it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it's like even if they bring along something that can hit you with some kind of priority.
If something that's faster, basically.
Yeah.
If they brought in a Megalopony or something against you, although it wouldn't be effective.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe like a Choice Scarf Gengar.
Yeah, just anything that could outspeed you. You can go out with a bang with Sucker Punch. But
yeah,
anyway,
it's really, really good.
Yeah, that's my Pokemon of the week.
So my Pokemon of the week is a bit of a contrast in terms of tier, because I'm using my Pokemon of the week is a top tier threat in OU. This Pokemon is of course Mega Diancie. Now this is a very fast, really hard hitting sweeper, which I used on a team which I made around Hoop of Unbound, which has just come out recently and become usable in OU. So I made a team around it, and I put Mega Diancie on it, and it's just ridiculous. You know, in terms of the viability ranking in OU, Diancie is S class, so that means that it can pretty much sweep on its own. It's the other Pokemon which are in S class for OU are like Mega Altaria, Mega Charizard, and I think Mega Metagross as well. And it just means that these Pokemon are so good that they don't need support. They don't need anything. They can potentially sweep a team on their own. Not only that, but it's got Magic Bounce as well. So what it means is that you can actually lead off with it and Magic Bounce when they Stealth Rock, or just, you know, force them not to use Stealth Rock. So it makes it like a really good lead as well, and you can just get an early game sweep.
Yep.
So yeah.
It's crazy.
So yeah, that's Mega Diancie.
Cool. So there are Pokemon of the week. Golem and Diancie, opposite ends of the spectrum.
Definitely.
Completely. And that's it for Pokemon this week. Like we said, not much really has happened.
Yeah, I mean it has been
So on to like just general gaming news.
Mainly
sticking
this is
with
Nintendo
Nintendo again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off with a Zelda anime.
Basically, yeah, there was so quite a while ago there was the first episode of a fan-made Zelda anime which came out, which they put up onto YouTube. It's part of a project called Zelda Motion, which is basically an animated adaptation of the manga which came out for A Link to the Past. So basically, loads of fans really wanted to see an anime for this because a manga came out for it. So these fans, this studio decided to make a fan-made Zelda anime. So a while ago, so after it picked up so much success, basically they started up a Kickstarter campaign. Basically, they were hoping to raise about the base goal being $24,000 and the final goal being $298,000. They were hoping to complete a full 90-minute film of anime film of A Link to the Past. The only trouble was it got taken down because of copyright, so they had to abandon everything. And you know, reading what the guy said about you know, being about having heard about his Kickstarter being taken down, you know, it's heartbreaking, you know, because he's been working on this for so long, and you know, this is like his big dream was to make a film of Zelda. You know, this guy was such a big Zelda fan. He said, and I quote, "There's nothing I've put more time into or worked on so hard as Zelda Motion. I had a dream that I would make a Zelda movie one day. The reason I started really pursuing my art skills was because of Ocarina of Time." So it's like, you know,
this person's devoted.
He has devoted everything he's had to this,
days and days of his life,
and
to work on this.
And I know, of course, it's copyright, and you know, a lot of people did, upon reading about this, did kind of think that it might happen, that there would be a copyright claim and they wouldn't be able to do it. And now that it's happened, he's had to abandon it all, and it just seems like such a shame. I mean, I know that they had to do it because of
I think
because of copyright.
I think it's kind of one of those risks that people take, isn't it? You know, he must have known that copyright.
He must have thought
played
about
a role in it. It's like you can't start a Kickstarting campaign that has that much attention and not expect Nintendo to see it.
Yeah,
you know,
Zelda's one of their biggest franchises. So
it's a great idea. You know,
it
like
is a great
A Link
idea.
to the Past the manga for Zelda, there's about 10 volumes, and each volume is on a different game. You know? So I'm assuming that his plan was, if he can do this one, he can do one for all of them.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and I mean the manga is successful as well. It's actually good, unlike the cartoon TV series that they made.
Let's not talk about that one.
Let's not talk about that because that's bad. Put simply, that is bad. I mean, Nintendo, when it comes to sort of film and TV, you know, they do all right, but you know, the only one that's really done really well, and I know this isn't Nintendo directly, but I think Pokemon is the only one that's really the only Nintendo franchise, at least.
I think that's due to the anime, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
that's what I mean. The anime.
Yeah, the anime's been there since the start.
Exactly.
It's kind of like, you know, you started a journey with these two, with the anime and the manga and the games all at once.
Yeah, it's like 3 separate universes.
Whereas Zelda, it's like I think it started and then the manga started.
Right. Yeah.
And then with Mario, it's sort of Mario was like there for years. And then they tried to do that TV series, and then they tried to do that film,
and it just didn't work.
It just didn't work at all. So I think that's the edge that Pokemon has.
Yeah,
so they started from the start.
Both.
From the start, they've always had more than just the games.
Yeah, yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
I think that's.
That's one of the reasons why I think Pokemon has grown so big as a franchise.
Yeah, because it appeals to everyone.
It appeals to everyone.
In terms of that kind of genre, you know.
So even if you're not a fan of the games.
Yeah,
you can watch the anime, and
be a fan of the manga.
Even if you don't watch the anime, you can either read the manga or play the games or something like that, you know. Yeah. And I think that's why Pokemon is so huge, of course. But the thing is, I reckon it could have worked with Zelda if they'd have I think, and I'm going to be honest here, if they'd have made a better series to start with Zelda, because the cartoon whatever was just awful.
Well, I think you know, the thing that's put Nintendo off, really, we were talking about this just before, but it's really that live action Super Mario Bros. Film.
Oh god,
because that film sort of set the bar low.
Yeah,
you know, and for Nintendo, that's like, no, we cannot let this happen again.
Yeah, that's
I think
true.
Since then,
they've been
very cautious.
I think they've been
what they do.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I think they've been like too afraid to even risk it, you know.
One thing that I hope, though, is that this whole Zelda anime thing, I hope it, because Nintendo's obviously taken notice.
Yeah, because they've had to take it down.
The thing is I hope that this shows that there was a backing for it. You know, how many people want them? You know, enough people.
If there's enough people that there's a Kickstarter and it had made some progress. I don't know how much.
I think
I don't know how much it
says in this
made.
article. It made quite a bit, I think.
I don't.
It says in the other one, on the other tab.
It had the.
The goal was 24,000.
Yeah, but we don't have any information. I don't think as to how much it actually did make. So, I think maybe it was. I don't know, because it looks like it had a lot of support, you know, if it started a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And the first episode is still up on YouTube, so if you guys want to watch it, we'll link it in the description. And, you know, it was really good. I really did like the idea of it, and I think a lot of other people did, which was why the Kickstarter came about in the first place.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been, really, really cool.
It's a shame it happened, but it was bound to happen.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
It was kind of inevitable.
So yeah, on to Amiibo news. Palutena is soon to be. I'm just trying to get the article up. Palutena is on the 26th, I do believe, on Amazon. Palutena will be available. It is actually an Amazon exclusive.
Yeah.
So this is your only time to get it. At least at the moment, this is your only chance and your only way you can get it.
So that's this Sunday on Amazon.
This is for North America. I'm not entirely sure about Europe. It's strange though, this whole exclusive, because Amazon have Palutena and Dark Pit. No. Amazon have at the moment Palutena, and Best Buy in America has Dark Pit. If you want Dark Pit, that's available on the 31st of July, and you can't even take pre-orders. Like,
wow.
That's the crazy thing about Amiibos. It's gotten to the point when they were releasing the second wave of amiibos,
it was crazy. The whole thing crashed.
They had like half an hour time gaps when you could pre-order them, like throughout the day, half an hour at a time. And it's like, you know, they limited people's baskets to only like, I think it was like 2 different amiibos at a time.
That's ridiculous.
You can obviously get them on.
With
look at this. We're on
Nintendo
right now. We're on the Nintendo store,
and there are certain ones.
One per customer.
There are certain ones: Wii Fit Trainer, Kirby, Captain Falcon, Diddy Kong, Sonic, Wario, and then we've got Palutena here.
So many of them
and
are
also
just
Dark Pit,
1 per person.
and also Ganondorf, even the Luigi and Yoshi from the Super Mario ones, and Villager. We go further down. Zelda.
Many.
Most of them.
Most of these amiibo are 1 per.
It is only really Bowser, Fox, Sheik, Luigi, Pikachu, Donkey Kong, Link, Samus, the sort of main ones, Mario, Peach, and Yoshi. Yeah, those are the main. Those are the ones which aren't 1 per customer. The rest of them. So you think about the Super Smash Bros. Roster. You think the rest of them are
1 per person.
1 per person. So it's like, you know, that's the sort of idea of how much.
Yeah, how crazy.
It is, and how much demand. And it is also to show how much demand there is for amiibo at the moment.
I think that's one. I know it's old news, but I think it's one part where Nintendo have fallen short.
Yeah.
Is being able to satisfy the amiibo demand. They were obviously underprepared. You know,
I don't think.
At first, you know, they were underprepared. They should know by now that there is a massive demand for these amiibos.
Yeah,
you know?
because
they worked.
You know,
amiibos have worked, and I think the thing that Nintendo needs to do is actually realize, like, so many people want these. We need to stock loads of them. Like, we need to make enough for everyone.
You need to double, triple production. You need to and I don't know if that's going to cost you a lot of money, but you're going to make it back, trust me.
Exactly.
Because
it's crazy.
There's just that much demand.
The amount of demand for amiibo is mental. And it's like, you know, there are people who go to like shops that are ridiculous. When NES came out, people were queuing up outside, like, I think it was Walmart, wasn't it?
Or something.
People were queuing up outside there at like, you know, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, like literally having tents. That's the kind of thing you hear about with like sales and stuff.
Games.
Yeah, like new games, iPhone.
You know, people come out for the midnight release of those.
This stuff is happening for amiibos.
Yeah,
you know,
and Greninja was a crazy one as well. Greninja was definitely one that was really
it's like
in
that
high
demand. They can't be ignored, and that it really annoys me that it kind of like it feels like it is.
Yeah, it's like because I'm thinking of getting an amiibo, and I want to get one, but then I don't want to get like all of them because I just. You know, there are people who have all of them unboxed and all of them boxed, and it's just like, I get it. It's a collectible item, you know. But, well, I mean, I suppose it's really satisfying and stuff getting all of them, but
they're not too expensive.
Yeah.
Individually, it's like £11.
£11 off the Nintendo store.
$16, $18, I think that is something like that. But it's like, you know. £11, that's nothing.
That's actually not bad at all.
But if you think about it, £11 on its own is nothing. But if you buy 10, that's what, £110.
Exactly. You know what it's like? It's like buying cigarettes. You know?
I have no
people get addicted to it. I know, I don't either, but I know is that they're expensive, you know?
Yeah.
And
but
they're like, oh, I'm only spending £7.
Even though they're expensive, because they're so cool or whatever, like they make you feel good.
We're talking about amiibos or cigarettes.
Cigarettes. Well, so I guess that's what it is, because you're addicted to it. You like it so much.
You want to buy another one.
You have to buy more. You want to buy more.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
It is.
It's the thing with amiibo. It's kind of a strange comparison. The thing with amiibo is like it's all individually. Each one's so cheap. It's like you look at it all. It's like, oh, they're only £10 each or £11 each. It's like I get loads of them. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you buy loads of them.
Then it builds up.
You buy loads
of them
over a period of time. And you realise how much how much of a cut it takes to your spending. I don't know. Maybe there are people out there who collect all the amiibos because they're rich and they've got all the money for it. But to be honest, you know, this is coming from someone who's only just gotten a job on minimum wage, and like I'm specifically setting out exactly how I want to spend my money.
Yeah.
And it's like,
You know, you just buy one on the side, couldn't you? Because it doesn't cost much.
I just put a little bit of money aside to buy an amiibo.
It's only a tenner, you know.
And I'm probably not even gonna use like all of them.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like they've got the, you know, they're putting they've got an amiibo 8-figure travel case with 30% off. So it's like, you know, that kind of goes to show that people, you know, Nintendo sort of do understand, which is why they're sort of reducing their prices on their travel cases as well, because they know that people just want so many of them. But I find it so funny with the one per customer thing.
Well, one thing that's quite interesting is, you know, on Amazon they have the one-click order where you just click the button and buys it.
Yeah.
That's disabled for stuff like this.
Wow.
They've disabled it for buying amiibos.
Wow, that's
to make it fair for everyone, because you have to set up one click.
Yeah.
So I just find that crazy that that's such a big thing that they have to do.
They have to do that. Yeah. That's that is crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, the Palutena amiibo is the 26th of July in North America. No, 24th of July, 2 p.m., which is tomorrow when we're recording this. Everything seems to be tomorrow. It's Amazon exclusive in America, at least. According to the Nintendo Store, it comes the UK Nintendo Store. It's 26th of June.
Yeah. So you'll be able to buy it off of the Nintendo Store for $11.99, which I think is what? No, $10.99, which is what all of them. £10.99 that is. So
yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
I think that's it for Amiibo. Really, it's crazy. There's the thing with Splatoon with their Amiibos, because the truck that was delivering like pretty much all of the stock for every single game shop in the UK, like most of that, the truck was carrying all of it, and it got raided and everything got stolen.
Oh my goodness.
And
all of those amiibos.
And like pretty much every game in the country was out of stock for these amiibos because one truck had been
that's
hijacked.
Awful.
Yeah.
That's just absolutely awful.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
I think it's quite crazy. But yeah, I think
just goes to show.
Yeah. I think that's enough for the game news. Now on to Sony PSN free games, or most notably, for me at least, Rocket League.
Rocket League.
Now, if you don't know what Rocket League is, it's recently come out, and it is it's only on PS4 and PC, but it's a soccer, football, soccer if you're American. It's a football race car game.
Yeah, like, it's an interesting.
Yeah, if anyone's ever watched Top Gear, there's that one episode when they do that, when they have these cars.
Yeah.
And they have like a huge football.
Yeah.
That's what this is, but like supercharged.
It's like supercharged.
You got boosts,
flying through the sky.
You can literally fly. You've got like double. You got a flip. You know. But the aim of the game is to score on the other half, obviously. Now there's 4 game modes, or 4 versus styles. There's 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, and 4v4. The standard, as I'm aware, is actually 3v3.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of gameplay of it. I haven't played it because my PC isn't actually good enough, and we don't have PS4. But from what I've seen, this looks amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
It looks absolutely fantastic. And it's free on PSN. So if you've got a PS4 and you pay for it, then you just get it for free, you know? It's not even like, you know, it's not even burning a hole in your pocket.
No.
You're just getting it for free.
You are literally getting it for free. So if you do have a PS4 at the moment, or a PC, or I'd say, especially if you've got a PS4 at the moment,
definitely pick this up.
Get this game and try it out, because you've got nothing to lose really.
Yeah.
Because it's absolutely free. And it does look really, really, really cool. And, you know, I really want to get a PS4. Yeah. I think PS4 have been absolutely killing it recently.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely killing it.
E3 was, like, so good. I think Sony probably won E3 as such this year.
Well, it's a bit difficult to say that because we haven't actually watched the Xbox One yet.
Well, I mean, from my...
Yeah, we watched the PS4 one and we were very impressed. We watched the Wii one, the Nintendo one.
It was okay.
It was alright. I I don't think it was as bad as everyone made it out to be. Personally, I wasn't as disappointed as everyone else was.
AKA Metroid fans.
Yeah.
Because of Federation Force.
Can we please talk about this? The Federation Force. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know who thinks they can do this, but there was actually a petition recently, a few weeks ago, when this was announced. There was a petition to get this cancelled, to get Metroid Prime Federation Force completely cancelled. It's like, I don't care if you don't like the game. If you don't want the game, you don't buy it. You know, you don't try and get someone's spent a lot of time in this game.
Yeah.
You know, no matter how bad a game is, someone has spent a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
You know, I it's like, you know, this petition talked about how like it looked awful and all the gameplay had just thrown away all the Metroid Prime stuff. But the trailer that we were shown was about a minute and a half, must have had about 25-30 seconds of actual gameplay for this. Nintendo have actually replied since the petition was made, saying that they're not going to cancel it.
No, because they can't.
Yeah, who would cancel a game that's coming out in, what, two months? Who would cancel a game that someone's put loads of money in? You know, they've put a lot of money in, and someone's put a lot of work and effort into it. Now, one thing I do love is that there was a petition against the petition to cancel the game. So which is fantastic.
So what we've got here is we've got a petition for the cancellation of Metroid Prime Federation Force. At the moment, this has 22,097 supporters and supposedly to reach 25,000. And this obviously is irrelevant now because Nintendo have said that no matter what, they are not cancelling it. So this petition is, you know, in the past now. But they actually set up a petition called "Don't Cancel Metroid Prime Federation Force,"
which is fantastic.
So it's basically to take down the petition that was going to take down Metroid Prime Federation Force. So, you know, it was like, you know, fans saying no. It was basically like a conflict between Metroid fans saying, with one side saying this game looks crap, and people saying, well, I'm a Metroid fan, I'm going to get it anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I haven't personally properly played a Metroid game, like properly all the way through, but it's like, you know, even if this was like a Pokemon game or like something that I play loads, I would still give it a chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like we haven't play the trailer quick. We'll keep the volume off, but it's like, what, the trailer's 56 seconds.
Yeah, we see.
And you must see like what? It's one.
Barely
2,
any, really.
3.
You know.
4. It's like, you know.
And I mean, from this footage, it doesn't look terrible. You know. I wouldn't say it looks terrible.
It's a multiplayer game on the PS, on the 3DS. Yeah. There's about 11 seconds there.
So I think what people really, you know, were most surprised, I think, if anything, about was the fact that it didn't. Samus wasn't the main character. You know, it didn't have Samus at the forefront of the whole thing. So it was kind of like.
Also, this blast ball.
Blast ball, yeah. This looks kind of weird. This looks.
But it's just a mini game.
It's just a mini game, yeah.
You know, it's not even.
It's like Griff Ball.
Okay, I counted that. There's 18 seconds of gameplay. That's 18? What I count. No, 28. Sorry.
28 seconds of gameplay.
28 out of 56. And it's like, you know, what was this petition saying? I've just got to say something. I've got to try and find it.
Yeah. So basically, I can read it. The petition says.
This bit.
What we so it's like with the release of the Wii U and its greater technological capabilities, thousands of fans were expecting a new and improved Metroid game. What we got, however, is a disgrace of a game with the name Metroid slapped on the title. It has no elements at all of what Metroid is about, and is a disrespectful manner to old and new fans of the series, of showing them that the Metroid franchise is not dead after all. This is not the Metroid we asked Nintendo to make. We should let Nintendo know what we really think of the game and make them actually listen to their fans for once. Okay.
Alright. Karen, read the last bit.
Yeah, alright. So.
Oh wait, no, that is it, basically.
Help us stop this.
Okay, so firstly, can I just say, I don't know how they discovered that this game had 0 elements from a Metroid game from 28 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, 28 seconds, and it looked like a Metroid game. You know, it had the same first person with the gun in the right hand, And it looked like
people,
a Metroid game. You know, you can't say that there are no elements of Metroid. If there were no elements from a Metroid game, it would be a racing game.
Yeah, or it would
like
be
a football game.
Yeah, or it would be like Super Mario Bros.
Yeah. That has no elements of Metroid game.
Super Mario.
And secondly, the last bit, we should let Nintendo know what we really think of this game and make them actually listen to their fans for once.
Okay, so this is implying that Nintendo don't listen to their fans.
Nintendo of all companies are being accused of not listening to their fans here.
Okay, let's put this into perspective here, right? Okay. So with the latest Super Smash Bros. DLC, we've had the release of Mewtwo, Roy, and Lucas. And also Ryu. So Mewtwo, Roy, and Lucas were released due to demand from fans who were surprised that they didn't come out when the game was released. Now I know that Daddy Sakurai isn't at the head of Metroid, okay?
But it's still
the point
Nintendo.
The point is this is Nintendo listening to their fans, and not only that, they've taken their initiative, added a a fighting game icon.
Yep.
Into another fighting game, Ryu.
They put Ryu in, you know.
And then I'm not even finished because he said their next DLC will be purely fan service. Okay, so this is going to be
fan service.
So this is going to be purely from demand from fans. This is going to be exactly what the fans want. They've got the fighters ballot. That is Nintendo listening to their fans.
That's exactly
and if you think that Metroid Prime is not listening to your fans, then just step back a minute and actually look at where Nintendo have listened to their fans, and you will just be overwhelmed. Trust me.
I'm just trying to find a thing that I read recently about this, but I can't find it. So I think we'll move on. We kind of strayed off from Rocket League to talk about Federation Force, but I think it was worth it, to be honest. Okay, I haven't really looked at the other games that are coming out, but there's for the PS4 there's Entwined, Mousecraft, Rocket League, and Styx Master of Shadows. I haven't really looked at the other ones. We're not going to go into it.
Yeah, but
if you're on the PS Vita, you can get Entwined, Geometry Wars 3, which is quite a fun. It's like an arcade style game. It sounds like the kind of game that you can just pick up and play for a bit. I think it'll be quite good. And then again, for the PS Vita, there was Mousecraft. So that's it for PSN. And then for
Xbox, we've got Games of Gold, and at the moment, Assassin's Creed Black Flag is free on the Xbox Store.
That's crazy.
Not only that, but we've also got So Many Me,
which is a charming. The description says it's a charming puzzle platformer starring Fleo and his band of misfit clones as they attempt to save a world threatened by an ancient evil.
So just from looking at it, it looks like some sort of indie game or something like
indie puzzle. Yeah.
And then we've also got an Xbox classic, Gears of War 3. Now these are all these games are all free on Xbox at the moment.
As long as you have Xbox Live.
As long as you have Xbox Live Gold.
Yeah.
These games will be free. So just if you're interested in picking up these games, then now is the time to do it. Yep. Personally, I would say get Black Flag.
Black Flag, in my opinion, is the best Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, I mean, I do like Assassin's Creed 2. I think Assassin's Creed 2 is probably my favorite, but Black Flag is definitely a close second.
For me, Black Flag is so good. You got the ships, you got the whole exploration where it's like you go around in your boat, probably blow up a few ships, steal some loot, get some new crew members, and then you find an island, and it comes up with a list. It's like you got 0 out of 8 of these, 0 out of 6 of these. You got to kill these many animals. You got to find this and this. It's like.
There's so much to do.
There's so much to do, and it is so fun to just go around each island collecting all the things you need to.
What I like doing as well as the naval fortresses, the sieges. So like you can with the cannons, you can fire the cannons at the thing, and then you land the boat down. You set your boat down like to the side of where the fortress is. You moor up and whatever. You get out and you just like climb your way up to the leader and you kill him, and it's just so. Satisfying. It's really, really, really cool, and you sort of, I really do like that sort of part of the game, that feature, and it's really, really great.
Alright, Jamie, you need to talk about something else.
Okay, so Will's just gone off briefly, and today, yeah, I mean, we're going to be going on to our last topic of this podcast, and this is going to be what we're playing. So, since Will's just gone off to the toilet really quickly, I'm going to be talking about my game. So yeah, as I was saying, we've just gone on to what we're playing, and
guess who's back?
And the game that I've been playing recently, reasonably recently, is Dishonored. Now, we've had this game for a while.
Yeah, I bought it a while ago,
ages ago, and not really sort of looked at it very much. I kind of thought, oh, this is kind of interesting, and then I sort of didn't get around to playing it. But then I watched a video of someone who likes speedrun or whatever through the last level, and it just looked so much fun. Yeah. He made the game look so damn easy and whatever and incredible, and it made me want to pick up the game. Honestly, it made me want to pick up the game. And I thought, I've got this game. I'm just gonna go and play it. And it was a really, really great experience. Basically, Dishonored, if you're not familiar with it, it's from Bethesda Studios, who created Skyrim and Fallout. It's a story-based stealth game where basically you are framed for, the story is you're framed for killing the Empress of the place. I think it's Dunwall, I think is what it's called.
Something like that, isn't it?
And basically you have to kill all of the people who've taken over, basically, because you're framed for the Empress's murder. The Empress is dead, and all of the corrupt individuals have taken over the city and control and everything. So you have to make your way up through and assassinate people and bring justice back to the city, and also save the Empress's heir, the heir to the throne, the little girl, the heir to the throne.
It's called Dunwall.
It is Dunwall. I got it right. And so you have, so as you go through, you can choose how you play the game. So you can go for a crazy guns blazing, go in and just chop everyone up, or you can take a really stealthy approach where you kill everyone silently, or you can even do a non-lethal approach. Now this is a really interesting way of doing the game, I think.
Yeah.
A non-lethal approach, and basically what it means is your actions affect the people in the game, the environment. So you have, for example, weepers, which are like people who are really badly infected by a plague, essentially zombies kind of thing. And the more people you kill, the more weepers and the more rats there'll be just as you progress. So if you take
interesting mechanic, that one.
Yeah, it is a really interesting mechanic, and it leads to a sort of darker outcome in terms of story. And Likewise, if you go for a non-lethal approach and you, rather than killing everyone, you sort of choke them or knock them out, then that would mean you have less of these things, and it's a sort of lighter outcome, more of a happy ending. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but basically I played through that game, and I'm kind of hoping to do that on my channel again at some point. I'd like to run through the game again.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So that's what I've been playing. Anyway,
my game. I said something. I was gonna talk about Persona 3 Portable, but I've changed my mind actually.
Okay.
Because what I've actually been playing recently is it's on the DS, and it's called Mario and Luigi Partners in Time.
Oh right, okay.
It's a very fun game. This one. Yeah. It's Mario and Luigi RPG. So it's like the original, I think. It's like the one on the N64 that everyone
Super Mario
loved.
64.
The Super Mario RPG.
Oh.
That one. It's that kind of game. It's an RPG game, yeah. And yeah, it's very fun. I'm only a few hours in at the moment, but basically, you, Professor Egad, the guy from Luigi's Mansion.
Oh right. Yeah.
And the person who makes the Flood, same person. He's made a time machine, like a proper time machine, and Princess Peach is so like overjoyed by this news that she takes it for a test run.
Oh no!
So she, flies around, goes back in time, and then they're all waiting for her, and she doesn't turn up. But when she does turn up, she's not there, and some aliens come out of the time machine and attack you.
Right.
And once you defeat them, these time holes, like around the mansion or around the castle, turn up, and basically, the time hole takes you back in time, and you like meet young Luigi and Mario and young Peach, and it's just really fun how they combine the whole thing with, because it's like if you're, they use puzzle aspects by having, because if you use the younger ones, the baby Mario and Luigi, they can do other things, they can get into smaller places, but if you use them together in battle, you're tons stronger and stuff like that. So it's
really
like
interesting.
It's a very interesting way of doing it, and the aim of the game is to get, say, Princess Peach, obviously.
Yeah, the same with most Mario games.
But it's quite interesting how it's not Bowser.
It's not Bowser, yeah.
Well, it's like he's there. There's it's not Bowser Jr. It's young Bowser.
Oh, I see.
So it's Prince Cooper or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. I think it's quite interesting how they've done it, and I really am enjoying it so far.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
It's my game of the week.
So anyway, I think that's
what we've been playing.
I think that's going to conclude our podcast.
I think that is. It's 47 minutes.
Long old video, but we're gonna maybe trim some little bits down, and So I mean that concludes our podcast. So if you guys have enjoyed listening to us, then please, of course, be sure to leave a like.
Very nice voice.
Yes, beautiful voices. Yes.
Hit a like down below.
Yeah. So please be sure to leave a like, and also give us some stuff to talk about. If you have any suggestions of things you want to mention to us, you want us to talk about,
topics for us to talk about next time.
Yeah. Then definitely please sure to just tell us, and
tell us, yo.
Tell us,
yeah.
And until then, guys, we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.